guys, welcome to our first drawing video. In this drawing we're going to be doing our neurographic drawings. So you'll notice I started by adding all of our swirly-doos around our drawing, just little curved lines that touch both sides of our drawing. Now after you do your different loopies, you're welcome to add different circles to your composition to fill in that background space. Just simply find any circles in the classroom and trace around. Next, we're going to start by webbing out those intersections we see between our main drawing of our badger, or whatever animal you've chosen, and our loop-de-loops. Notice how they create these kind of organic curved lines. We don't want any sharp edges. The word we're looking for here is organic, meaning curvy or rounded. So simply anywhere you see those intersections, blend out those sharp edges. You'll notice I'm using the fine point Sharpie for this. So keep going throughout your drawing. Anywhere you see an intersection, just keep at it. This is supposed to be a calming, relaxing drawing. There's no wrong way to do this project, so it is totally cool. Take your time and relax. Now, for our background, we're going to do the wet on wet technique. So that means I've just sprayed my paper with a light misting of water and applied the watercolor to those different sections of my background. Notice how I do one color, skip a space, then do another color. Well, in this case, the same color. We're going to be using one color scheme, warm or cool, for our background, and another color scheme, warm or cool, for our interior space. So can anybody tell me which one have I chosen for my background? If you guessed warm, then you'd be right. My warm colors are my sunset colors. Remember, my reds, my yellows, and my oranges. You can even use red-violet because the dominant color of that is red. Once I've finished painting the in-between spaces, I fill in the gaps. The goal is that we don't want the same colors touching. So I'm spacing my red-violet out with my different warm colors. Now, if you'll notice that it looks a little bit patchy, feel free to go over it with a second coat. You'll also notice if any of the spaces have dried out, just add a coat of water first. Next, I'm going to do my cool colors for the interior of my badger. Now, I noticed I accidentally painted in the interior a warm color. Don't panic, mistakes happen. It's okay. Simply, once it's dry, paint over it with your desired color. Remember, light's on the bottom, dark's on top, so I do recommend choosing a darker color to cover over it. Now, the badger that I have here has both dark and light sections. So how am I going to paint in these light sections? I don't want to leave them white, so what's one strategy I can do? Well, you can do a wash. Remember, a wash is mostly water with just a little bit of pigment. So I do one drop of my pigment and then spread it out. I'm going to do this for every area that would normally be white on my badger. Just again, first I do that water, then the tiniest drop of my paint. Repeat this process over until you filled in your whole drawing. And here we have our finished neurographic badger. Let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing your animal creations.